I am the son of a king. Greatness flows through my veins. Guys and gals, I want you to hear what I'm saying tonight. I am the son of a king, and greatness flows through my veins. Folks, you that are listening to this video, you are the sons and daughters of a king, and greatness flows through your veins. Guys, this is Brad Varnell with the Slight Edge Living YouTube channel. Today is day 14 of the 90-day gym challenge, day 14 of the YouTube challenge. Man, I am excited about life. I am telling you, something special starts to happen when you start to do the things that really make you happy in life. I was just listening to one of my favorite motivational speakers tonight, a gentleman named Eric Thomas. I highly recommend that you Google him, YouTube him, and listen to him, some of his stuff, because it is phenomenal. What I want to talk about tonight, guys, I want to talk about living your life, living at your full potential, dreaming. Guys, you were put here on this earth to do more than go to work and accumulate stuff, to have sex and get married and have kids and buy a car and to buy a house. Guys, you are here for something bigger than that. Those of you that believe that you have a creator must believe that he created you for something more than just being here on this earth to go meet a woman, meet a man, get married, have kids, buy a car, buy a house, buy rings, jewelry, whatever it is. Guys, I believe 100,000% that the reason that God put it on my heart to do these YouTube videos is so that I can help people to hopefully avoid some of the frustration that I have had in my life. I'm 45 years old, and I spent a lot of my life doing kind of, what society I thought, wanted me to do. I got told my whole life to go to school, get a good education, get a good job. But I didn't get told that by my father. Thank God for my dad. He always told me, hey son, there's more to life than that. He owned his own business my whole life, so I watched him have freedom. Yeah, he had to go work, but he got to choose for the most part when he worked, how many hours he worked, and and it was a nice thing growing up. He also taught me to get paid what I was worth. He never taught me to go and work by the hour. From the time that I was 12 years old mowing lawns for somebody else, I never went and knocked on a door and said, hi, how are you doing? Can I mow your lawn today? And the person behind the door say, yeah, how much do you charge per hour? And me tell them, well, $6 or $10 or $12 or whatever the case might be. I would always tell the person, I'm sorry, I don't charge by the hour, but I'd be happy to take a look at the lawn and what you need done and give you an estimate. And then I would go look and figure out how long I thought it was going to take me, how much gas how many times I was going to have to fill the gas tank in the lawnmower, and then I would give them a price based on that I felt I was worth. So minimum wage when I was 12 years old might be $4, $5, $6 an hour, but I wasn't going to go mow somebody's lawn for any less than about $15 an hour. And you know what? People were willing to pay it. I never had anybody say, you know what, it's only going to take you, an hour to mow my lawn. I don't think $15 is worth it, because you want to go get your own lawnmower, you want to go put your own gas, and you want to go put your own time in it. I learned from a young age that people will pay good money to have you do stuff that they don't want to do. As I got older, I kind of fell into the trap of getting jobs, and I ended up getting involved in the casino industry. And as far as working for a living goes, I gotta say it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can make some relatively decent money, way better than average, especially without having a college education and that type of stuff. You can make six figures in the casino industry without a college education. So from that point of view, I'm not totally unhappy with that decision, but at the same time, somebody else is telling me when I got to show up, when I can go home, when I can go to the bathroom, when I can eat, then I'm just not wired that way. So my whole life, I have been looking for a way to have financial independence. And I think part of what I'm here to do is hopefully inspire some of you to live your dream, whatever that might be. Maybe you do want to work for somebody else, but you're not doing the kind of work that you really want to be doing. Maybe you went to college to be, a psychologist, to help people, to be a counselor. You really had a dream of being a counselor, maybe helping teenage kids, but you got out of high school and you went into another career. You got sucked into something, you started making some money, and you kind of got trapped. And now here you are 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 years later thinking that it's too late. Part of my mantra, part of my motto is it ain't too late. If you go back, watch either my second or third video in this series, the title of it is It Ain't Too Late. And folks, I want to tell you, it is not too late, especially if you're my age, in that ballpark, 35 to 50, you got all sorts of years left. And even if you're older, my father is 77 years old, and he is not done in life. He's still got goals. He's still got dreams. He still prays and says, God, I ain't ready for heaven quite yet because I got some things on this earth that are unfinished, some things that I set out to do in my life that I ain't got done yet, and I want to keep working towards doing them. So I love the example that he set for me. If you don't have anybody in your life that's setting an example like that, that's okay. Watch my videos. Find some other people. They say that the person that you're going to be in 5 years from now is 99% or 90%, whatever percent you want to attach to it. It's important. The 2 things or 3 things that are the most important in determining the person and where you're going to be in life 5 years from now are the people that you associate with, the books you read, and the things that you listen to. So folks, especially when you're starting off and you don't have a whole lot of success, it's hard to get around a lot of highly successful, motivational, positive people. So what do? Hop on YouTube. Tony Robbins, Eric Thomas, Gary Vaynerchuk, Les Brown, Jim Rohn. Just those 5 guys off the top of my head, and there's dozens, if not hundreds more, but those 5 guys right there set you up for life. Robert Kiyosaki, one of the things I love about Robert Kiyosaki, he's not necessarily the guru of motivation, but he is the guru of cash flow and how to create financial independence through passive income. So folks, this whole channel is about helping you to become a better you, hopefully inspiring you to become a better you while I am becoming a better me. Today was day 14 of the gym, and man, I feel fantastic. 14 days in a row that I've been here working out, and my body is starting to already change. I'm getting some compliments, people noticing. I think that obviously I need a little bit more time. 2 weeks is a pretty short time, but that feels good. But the biggest thing is that I realize that my kids are watching me, my wife is watching me, the people that I love and that I want respect from are watching me, and they're rooting for me. But at the same time, they're sitting in the background wanting to see, okay, how's this going to go? 2 weeks, that's great, but let's see, a month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, a year, 2 years down the road, how's it going? I've got several friends and family members that I've tried to talk to about investing in cryptocurrencies, and they're hanging back. Well, let's see how it works out for you, and that's all fine and dandy. But folks, you don't have to wait. You can jump in. It's day 14 of my challenge. Why don't you just do a 2-week challenge or a 1-week challenge or even just a tomorrow challenge? But folks, you can dive right in and be inspired. Come listen to these videos. I'm going to be here every day on the videos for the next 90 days, hopefully giving you some good tips and some ways to change your life. But, more importantly, we can inspire each other. Guys, you don't see it as much on the YouTube videos yet because the channel is kind of new and it's growing. But on my Facebook feed, I'm getting all sorts of likes and comments and attaboys and man, keep up the good work and hey, you're inspiring and, personal messages coming through telling me, man, keep this up. Because you've been going to the gym every day for 14 days, I decided to start doing this in my life. Doesn't have anything to even do with working out. It's a different area of their life that they were having trouble with. And they said, you know what, if Brad can go to the gym every day for 90 days, I can jump in and start doing this positive thing in my life. And that means a lot to me because I know that I am here to do more than go to work, buy cars, buy houses, get married, have kids. That stuff is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. 6 years ago, I was a single guy. I didn't have any kids. It was just me. I was living here in Las Vegas. I was single and downright lonely in a lot of ways. I was playing poker semi-professionally, and when it really came down to it, I thought I was happy. I mean, I had the freedom to go and do whatever I wanted to do whenever I wanted to do it. For the most part, nobody telling me what to do, but there was something missing. And luckily for me, I came across an incredible woman that had 2 children from when she was younger. They were 10 and 6, going on 7, so 10 and basically 7. And for me, they have become a couple of the most important people in the whole world. I love them with all of my heart, and I'm so thankful that God put us together, that gave us each other, because they needed me and I needed them, and I needed my wife, and she needed me, and it's a wonderful situation that we have now. But as much as I love all of those people and I'm doing that for them, I very much believe that God put me here on this earth to do more than I've been doing, to help more than I've been helping. Folks, I don't want to offend anybody by my use of the word God and that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to force my beliefs on you. I definitely don't want you to not watch the channel because you don't believe in God. That's fine. Whatever it is that you believe in is okay. You gotta do you. But whether you believe in God or not, I can inspire you and I can help you to better your life. And I can help you to look at your life in a little bit different way, to change your perspective. So often in life, we're looking at something through a narrow, tunnel vision, and we can only see this. And by having a coach, having somebody like through these YouTube videos that comes along and helps you to kind of open up your eyes, all of a sudden you see something that you weren't seeing before. Thought comes and hits you right in the middle of the chest, and you think, man, you know what? I hadn't thought about that for 20 years. When I was 20 years old, I really wanted to do this with my life, and now here I am at 40 or 45, and I'd forgotten all about it. I hadn't even thought. That hasn't even really entered my mind for years now, and now it's back in your mind. Folks, I'm here to tell you, whether it's you want to get better at your health and fitness by watching this channel and coming and doing the things and following me and working together, you're going to do that. If you want to get your finances back in order and look at becoming financially independent, I can help you with investing and just the mindset. I had my kids read a very important book not too long ago called The Richest Man in Babylon, and I recommend anybody listening to this video who isn't where they want to be financially in life, go get that book. It's a thin book. It's a fun read. It's probably $3, $4, $5, $6, $7 on Amazon. It was written quite a while ago, but it's in kind of a storytelling form, and it's one of the funnest books you'll ever read in a lot of ways, but it is incredible. It's got some of the best information I've ever read as far as how to become better in dealing with your finances and how to set yourself up for long-term financial independence and financial freedom. If poker is your thing, I'm going to be doing some Las Vegas poker. One of my dreams has always been to be a professional poker player, and then over the last few years with having a wife and kids and a family, I kind of got away from that, and I decided that when it really came down to it, the stress of having my only source of income coming in from playing poker just wasn't what I really wanted. The reason that I wanted to be a poker player, a professional poker player, was because I believed it would create the freedom that I was looking for in my life, that I'd be able to get rid of my job, not have a boss, and in some ways it was fantastic. I would go to one of my favorite casinos and play called the Red Rock here in Las Vegas. And the great thing about the casinos here in Las Vegas, especially the local casinos, is they all have food. Most of them have a bowling alley. Most of them have a movie theater and stuff like that. So I would go to the Red Rock, say 5, 6 at night, 7 at night, and I would go play poker for 2 or 3 hours. And then I would go grab a bite to eat, and then I would go to a movie at like 10 o'clock. And then the movie gets out at midnight. poker's 24/7, so I go back to the Red Rock, play poker for a few more hours, and I just absolutely love that. And I still do to a certain extent. I love going and putting in a few hours and then enjoying life, coming back and putting in a few more hours. But I decided a few years ago that I wanted to create something more than just a poker income. But if, getting better at poker, if you love poker, you've been watching poker on TV, and getting better at poker is something that you want to do, watching this channel is definitely going to help. One of the great things about helping other people and being a coach and that type of thing is, I'm not a professional poker player. There's other people out there that you could pay to teach you how to play poker for several $100s an hour, maybe even $50, $75, $100 an hour, but I can help you for free. And I don't have to be the best poker player in the world. All I got to do is be better than you are right now in order to give you some help, to get you started, to get you better than you are. I've been playing poker for almost all of my adult life and part of my childhood. I grew up playing 7-card stud and all sorts of games around the kitchen table, and I really started playing poker fairly seriously just at 18, 19 years old in Washington State, where I'm from. You only had to be 18 years old to play poker. And then, so I was around when Moneymaker Boom and all of that stuff started. So I probably don't give myself enough credit. I'm a pretty good poker player in a lot of ways, but there are definitely people out there that are better than me. But I guarantee you that probably 75 or 90% of the population that even plays poker would still benefit from some of the ideas and the concepts and some of the things that I'm going to be teaching on this channel. Obviously, I am not a ripped, shredded, personal trainer yet either, but I can definitely help you to get motivated to get to the gym. I can help you to get motivated to get started. And then as I lose my weight and as I get in better and better shape, I can definitely impart knowledge and be helpful along the way. Sometimes it's kind of daunting, if you're overweight and out of shape, walking on a treadmill for 10 or 15 minutes even, get you way out of breath. It's kind of hard to want to go work out with somebody that's totally shredded and that can run 10 miles and at 8 miles an hour or whatever. They're sitting there on the treadmill looking like a gazelle and stuff. With me, you're just kind of getting an everyday average guy that wants to be better, that's on your side, that's here for you. I've got the time. If you personally message me or you put a comment in the YouTube comments and you want to talk to me one-on-one and stuff like that, I'm going to have a little bit of time. When it comes to cryptocurrencies, over the last year, I have made myself an expert by spending hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours studying and investigating and researching cryptocurrencies. Most of 2018, my wife and I worked opposite shifts. When she left the house at night and was gone for her 8 hours, I just turned the TV off. A lot of times when she's home, we're watching TV, there's TV on and stuff in the background. When she was gone, it was TV off time. And I got involved in escrowing cryptocurrencies and researching cryptocurrencies. And I can safely say that I am an expert in cryptocurrencies. Are there people out there that know more than me? Absolutely. But I guarantee you that 99.9% of you that are watching these videos, I can help in some shape, manner, or form. Now, guys, those of you that are coming over from the Telegram channel and that are immersed in cryptocurrencies, there's probably a handful of you that are watching these videos that know even more than I do, and I definitely appreciate it if you step in and correct me when I say something that might be a little bit off and that kind of stuff, because I want to be authentic and I definitely want to be accurate, especially when it comes to cryptocurrencies, because now I'm talking and I'm messing with other people's money if they decide to, listen to anything that I talk about on here. So, folks, if you're coming over from the Telegram channel, you're part of our escrow group, and you see me talking about, something in cryptocurrency that just doesn't add up, that you don't think is right, feel free to message me and make sure to straighten me out, because it's important to me to be accurate. So, folks, today was a fantastic day, had a fantastic work shift, and financial freedom is getting closer and closer all the time. The crypto market has all sorts of exciting stuff going on in it. I'm looking forward to the health part of this challenge, and tomorrow is weigh-in day. Interested to see how that goes. As any of you that have been keeping track with the videos, so far I ended up gaining 0.8 of a pound last week, so I'm hoping that I lost some weight this week. But I do know one thing: I've been working out extremely hard with weights and doing a lot of strength training, where about 10, 11, 12 years ago I lost some weight, and all I did was cardio during that time, and it seemed like the weight came off a little bit faster. But during this challenge, I think I'm going to end up at the end of the 90 days much healthier by doing the strength and weight training. But I'm looking forward to getting some numbers so that you guys that are paying attention to what's going on here don't say, hey, what in the heck's going on? He's 14 days in a row at the gym and he's lost about half a pound. But trust me, by the end of this 90 days, there will be a heck of a transformation, and there's just no doubt that there's going to be a lot less weight on this frame than there was before I got started. There's absolutely no way that I can gain muscle as fast as I lose the fat if I keep doing what I'm doing. So I appreciate you guys all being here today. I hope it was a good video for you. I hope that you leave this video pumped up and thinking about what you can do, what you can take action on, how you can, change your life if you're not happy with it. And like I say, folks, it means a lot to me to hear from you. So please, put your comments in the comment section. If you're friends with me on Facebook, message me on Facebook. If you're friends with me on Telegram, message me on Telegram. I'll put some links into the description on this video or into the comments. So if you're not friends with me in one of those two places, you can be. And I'll also get a email set up that is specifically for this YouTube channel, and where you guys can email me and hit me up with any questions or comments or concerns that you're having. So once again, remind yourself that you are the son or daughter of a king, and greatness flows through your veins. God bless. Love you guys. Have a great night.